Welcome back to Human Design Time, Gate Series. Now we're getting into the root center, Gate 53, the Gate of Beginnings. So before even going into talking about these gates, what's important to understand is the root center itself. The root center is filled with this adrenal pressure, just that the pumping of force energy into all the other lines that go into all the other chakras and or centers in the human design charts. So what's important to understand is your center defined or undefined for all these gates? Because you still have the energy of the gates, but having a defined or undefined root center will change the forecast of how your perspective of these gates would be like. Give you, for instance, what a defined and undefined chart would look like. So this is an undefined root center. Still, hanging gate right here, gate 53, still have the energy of new beginnings and the adrenal pressure of it. Now, it's just undefined, meaning that the joy is not the same as someone who has a defined center. Like this little guy right here, having a defined root center just is the difference between not waiting till last minute and getting things done properly with having no pressure and enjoying life. It is not uncommon for people who have undefined centers that look like this to wait to the last minute to get shit done. Always and forever. Stress, the joy of life isn't the same. It's not that we don't enjoy life. It's just the fact that it's not the same. The priming force is always somewhat overwhelmingly a lot, that pressure, because we don't have the definition to sometimes get it out and get it going. With that being said, let's get into gate 53, the gate of beginnings. Here are the lines that affect gate 53, or the other way around, how gate 53 affects your line. Here is each line going through gate 53 and how that energy is affected by the gate, by the energy of the root. And here are the lines. So this gate should literally be called the gate of getting the ball rolling. What I mean by that is like this energy that comes through this gate is a transformative energy to get the projects going. And this is in any regards, relationships, business, personal, any way possible that something new needs to spark up. This is the gate you want around. This is the gate you want on your team. If you're a business owner, this is the gate you want to have, or someone that you hired to be a manager of some sort through your team. First rule of human design, know your inner authority. This is important because if you do not understand your inner authority, you do not understand your strategy, you're going to start shit that doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any, why did you create these projects and help these people and this and that? Not knowing your inner authority, and you jumped in, and you're halfway through, you don't know what to do now, you're like, oh man. Which goes for your relationships also, like your intimate relationships. So until you know your inner authority, understand about forcing things or being a manifestor and bringing things to you, or as a projector, making sure you're not, just forcing your will into it, you could be getting into relationships that do not fit who you are. However, with all this creative energy and force, there are a couple of hiccups, depending on one. If it is a hanging gate, like we saw before, if you go back, you'll see the gate 53 where it's just not all the way as the channel. That's a hanging gate. So that means that you have a potential of being super frustrated for not finishing projects that you start often, but you're designed not to. You're designed not, but you're still gonna possibly feel the frustration of like, oh, I just want to finish the project. And another slippery eel is if you don't understand your inner authority and your strategy and really start learning how to listen to what your inner authority is, if you continuously keep getting stopped, which if you have this gate, this might resonate. If you continuously keep getting stopped in your tracks and project you're trying to start and just get the ball rolling time after time after time, you could start building up the pressure of that anxious depression. the energy of wanting to get shit done, but not doing it. And so, depending on where your thoughts are and the mind and just the, because that pressure is just pushing and you need to relieve that pressure. You need to complete a project. So what can we do? Start small. Do projects that you can get into that are really, you know that you can just fucking ace it, right? Right off the bat. It's no different than like reprogramming our thoughts. Start small. You gotta start small. What's that movie with Bill Murray? Baby Steps. What was it? Regardless. Sorry. Tangents. It's important to get yourself completing tasks. It's important for you to start an idea, create the idea, and get the ball rolling even with just yourself or with a group of people. If you're a parent, we'll get into, hey, like and follow if you want to check out the next video about parenting this specific gate. If you want to know more about human design, go to my website, 86warriors.com. Check it out here. But above all else, do your best and 86 the rest. Namaste, beautiful people.